replay people. Hey there. I heart all of my replay people. Hi, replay people. I heart you. I heart each of you as we give a moment for live people to join us. Yay. Welcome to the Midday Moment. The Midday Moment, it is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things. It is the place, it is the time of day where we give ourselves an opportunity to go right on back to center, the center of our truth, the center of our being, which is love. It is God, because God is love. And to remind ourselves to create and to live from that space. And we do that not because we ignore the questions of our day, not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We do this. We build an expectation of great things because we believe that we're both fully human and fully divine. And in our fully human selves, we got stuffs. Lots of it. We're full of questions in our human selves. And at the same time, we're full of answers in our divine selves. That's why we expect great things. We expect to be able to go back to center, come on up to the highest part of us, which is our super conscious, our higher conscious, our love conscious, our divine mind, and create what we need. Come on, y'all. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. Oh, it's time. I'm expecting great things. Everybody say, I'm expecting great things. Come on, believe it. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. You got the power to expect, create, and manifest great things. In your life, in your world, life, and affairs, you can expect, create, and manifest great things. In my home, yeah, I'm creating great things all around me. I'm creating great things. Eyes may not see, but I choose. Sometimes it don't look like it. Sometimes it does not appear what you shall be. Sometimes it does not appear. There is light right around the corner. But we encourage you to walk by faith, hope, and love, not by sight. And believe in great things. Believe in your answer. Believe in your answer to your question. Believe that there's an answer to your questions. Last night I was, all day yesterday, I was working with Matthew 19 and 26. With man, this seems impossible, but with God, all things are possible. There's a book that thick called The Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles. I haven't gotten through the book. I've only gotten through the first few pages. And literally, I've been in the first few pages for a while now. And the first page had me just like, captivated for a while. But love works miracles. Love in and of itself is a miracle worker. 1 Corinthians 13, love conquers all. That's why it's so important to come back to the center. And perfect love casts out fear. My gosh. It's so important to come back to love. And so you can honor love, honor the truth of love. Honor when it's time for you to just kind of be humble about a situation. When you humble yourself, you actually put yourself in a place to then be exalted. When you humble yourself to wisdom, humble yourself to an apology, humble yourself, you know, um, to forgiveness, you put yourself then in a space, in a position to be exalted. That's what love does. Love conquers all things. You get scared, you go back to love. Figure out what you scared of. Did you do something? Did you sow something? Okay, well you can repent. Sow differently. Okay, uproot that, clear it out, apologize, whatever you need to do, so you can sow a different seed and you can grow a different fruit. And as you do that, you learn to see and live through the eyes of love. There's faith, hope, and charity. Walk by faith, not by sight. Faith, you need faith. I love the way we define in kingdom. You need faith because faith is right now. Faith is right now. And hope is important because hope is about the future. It's about what I'm hoping for. Faith right now. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. And hope is down there. I need all of that faith, hope, and you need love because love is just everlasting. Faith is now, hope is tomorrow, love is everlasting. All right, so that's a little bit encouragement because that's where I've been sitting. I was thinking as we came on to the midday moment, this song has just been a blessing to so many people. And it's like, I've considered, let's do a new theme song. And it's just really been a blessing. I have to admit to you, it's a blessing to me right now, because I've had a couple of, let's say, questions this past weekend and coming into today. Some really, really big questions. But I also serve a big, big energy of love called everlasting love, everlasting energy, God. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to come back to center. Know when it's time for me to say, I apologize. Know when it's time for me to say, no, I got to stand on this because this is what was right. This is what was intended. Just putting all of that together and being able to stand in truth, to stand in love. I'm grateful for that today. All right, y'all, let's get to it because gotta go. Gotta move, gotta keep moving. This is the opportunity where I take a break in the middle of my day, in the middle of the office. Sometimes I'm mobile, sometimes I'm, portable, but I am here today. We are getting ready to start a new series right here. We get ready to start a new series. And so if you hadn't gotten your book, it's still not too late to get it. Kingdom Principles for Living the Divine Life. Kingdom Principles for Living the Divine Life. Okay, that was my price up there. You got different prices. You can go on Amazon and order and get you a Kindle version. Kingdom or chaos? That's what this book is going to help you decipher. Kingdom or chaos? The choice is yours. Chaos is going to be a part of our experience because that's where many of our questions start. The goal is to not live in the chaos. So it's great to come to a point of question because a point of question leads you to a point of creativity. This is what's demonstrated, as I've been saying, and it's been a part of my prayer pattern for about a year or so now. This is what's demonstrated in Genesis 1 and 1. The earth seemed to be chaotic, without form, void. But that chaos was simply order, waiting to be deciphered, waiting to be established, as we said this weekend in service. All right. So, um, so kingdom principles for living the divine life is going to help you better navigate from chaos to creativity. And so as we prepare for our study together in this new series, we have been reviewing with the daily download some foundations, some kingdom foundations, some kingdom pillars. We've been reviewing kingdom perfection, which is love, the kingdom process, which is balance, kingdom principles, divinity, kingdom promise, prosperity, kingdom practice, prayer. Today, we took a moment to really kind of massage the kingdom promise of prosperity. Your prosperity, there is a specific pattern to prosperity that we embrace in kingdom. Okay, out of 3rd John, I think it is. I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. And so we really embrace the life application that your prosperity, your sense of peace, your sense of togetherness. And I'm using that because some of us only look at prosperity as money, but there's a whole part of you that exists long before you see a manifestation of money. There's a whole part of you that exists, matter of fact, that defines your flow of money. Money is not externally defined, it is internally defined, whether you call it money, your assets, or whatever. So, prosperity. Prosperity starts, first of all, with you. You, your health, your emotional health, your physical health. Your physical health starts with your emotional health. Physical dis-ease comes from emotional, mental, intellectual dis-ease. And that governs everything. As a person thinketh, so are you. What are you thinking in your soul? How are you thinking in your soul? And what are you feeling about what you're thinking in your soul? And how are you acting out what you're thinking in your soul? Those are the four parts of the soul. What you think, your intellect, how you process what you think, what you feel, your heart about what you think, and how you act out what you're thinking. That That is the cornerstone for all manner of prosperity. hmm That's why you see people that get what you think is external prosperity, but they're crumbling on the inside because you're measuring from the outside. You measure from the inside. So the healthier you are, that defines, and we call that the base. That's the base. You, your health, your internal health, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. This is that's your sense of health. That foundation, foundation, fundamental for what we call prosperity. Hmm. To be prosperous in your health is golden. Golden. That then defines the prosperity, the harmony of your relationships. I tell people all the time, you're the common denominator in all your relationships. It's different people, numerator, but you are the common denominator. So it's okay to work on the denominator because the numerator up top, that's what I remember from math. Okay, numerator, the numerator changes, but that denominator, ooh, that variable right there, that variable right there is fundamental. You are the denominator. You are the greatest common denominator in all of your relationships. Every last one of them, because you in them. And so when a relationship is absent of harmony, that means that there is some kind of dis-ease within you, in your thinking, your feelings. And the way you bring harmony to that relationship is to bring harmony to yourself, to be congruent with yourself, to be congruent, to be equal with yourself, to be on the same page with yourself. Why am I over here? This does not work for me. I am incongruent with myself. I'm unequally yoked with my own self. This is incongruent. I'm unequally yoked with my own self. This is incongruent. Or it may be, what can I do? Now, what can I do? And what can I do to bring harmony to this experience? You can't change anybody over there, but what can I do to make sure that I'm in greater harmony with myself, with my intentions, with the truth of myself, with the truth of my intentions? That's why things like therapy are important, right? Things like humility, important. I've worked with that over the weekend. Humility. hmm Yeah. And that relationship harmony then helps to define your wealth cycle, your wealth cycle, your production cycle. Why didn't you put 1,000 a flight? 2,000. And he sent them out two by two. There's something to be said. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren, written in that patriarchal vernacular. How behold how good and how pleasant it is for people, come on, to come together. Psalm 133. I didn't quote all these scriptures. There's something to be said about coming together. It creates a cycle of achievement, a cycle, a rhythm of achievement. That's why I like watching sports. I love sports analogies when all of these gifts and talents converge on a court and the rhythm that it creates to score points, to win, to gain, to accomplish, to excel. As we like to say, there's no I in team. So we're very intentional in kingdom, in our kingdom practice, as we talk about kingdom prosperity and how it evolves from your health to your relationships into your rhythms and cycles of wealth. When you get other partners and people working together. I encourage you, give yourself some love, some grace, give yourself an opportunity to heal and be whole. Go back and watch the services from today's church yesterday. 2:30 is on the difference between healing and wholeness. Give yourself permission, give yourself the gift of healing and wholeness from the inside out. Give yourself the gift of eating cleaner, thinking cleaner, and I mean literally and figuratively. Give yourself that gift because it's going to feed into your relationships, your professional relationships, your social relationships, your family relationships. It takes some work, but you're capable. You're well able. You are well able. I know it looks like a grasshopper right now.
Powering off.
But Joshua and Caleb, they give you a life application. You are well able to deal with Jericho and all the people in Jericho. You might have to humble yourself a little bit. You might have to make some adjustments, but you're well able. Give yourself the gift of eating cleaner, thinking cleaner. Give yourself the gift of harmony. You're not right all the time. Come on, we prophesy in part, so you need some other parts. Give yourself the gift of parts. Give yourself the gift of cleaner thinking and cleaner eating, figuratively and spiritually. Give yourself the gift of parts for relationships so those parts can come together and create some more harmony. Be humble, get some other parts in there. Stop trying to do everything yourself. And then watch these pieces come together to lift you up into another realm, another rhythm, a different energy level, a different vibration of wealth, accomplishments, achievements, and fulfillment of your purpose and that which you have been assigned and grace to do. Gotta go. I love you. God bless you. God be you. Look at that. Hearts and kisses all in one. God bless you. God be you. Don't be stingy. Like and share. Okay? My break time is over. My break time is over. Okay? I love you. God bless you. God be you. Like and share. All right. Take